Right, so plumbing up, something that it's so basic, but over the years I've seen some special examples of plumbing up badly, if I'm completely honest, and it really does make or break your session. If you get it wrong, then you're not fishing properly. I mean, you're over depth, you're under depth, who knows what, and not a big technical film, definitely not the one I do on this one. But there's just some basics that make it flipping simple, so you see bites. I mean, that's what it all comes down to. If you don't plumb up properly, you don't see a bite happen, or you don't get a bite in the first place. So I want to break it down to two things. Yeah, two different areas I want to break it down to. I want to break down on a slope. We're going to keep it commercial-based plumbing. That's where we are, standard commercial up at Monk today. And it's got the standard commercial features that you expect. I mean, nice long slope short, big long slope over there. We're not going to bother with that. We're just going to focus on the slope short and down the middle and identifying the couple of little things that you need to do so you know that you're fishing right and so you understand what you're fishing on. I mean, great big thing, and both them areas, down the middle and down the edge, knowing the bottom that you're fishing on or trying to get a good understanding of it, which only your plummet can give you. I mean, massive head start onto how your day's going to go ahead. So straight in with down the edge to begin with, because that is where the cameras are pointing to begin with. And plummet wise, you've heard me talk about this, I like a simple plummet. Yeah, I want a plummet that sticks. I don't want really small base plummets. I want one that's like a coin. I mean, 2p coin at the bottom, really nice, proper lead plummet with a decent base on, because I want it to stick. If you have tiny little bases, they're inclined to roll on these slopes. I don't want that. So a decent plummet like that in 20 gram for me, 9 times out of 10, does the job for all my commercial sort of fishing. So, angle of the dangle. First thing I'm going to see, I want it to be straight. It sounds simple. I see it all the time. I see people shipping out with the plummet bouncing along the bottom as they go, and they don't actually lift the plummet and lower it in vertically. So you see, you look down the lake at the people fishing and the plummets, they're coming back at them at an angle, and you just think, what are you doing? You're always going to be fishing over depth and nasty. Instead, it's just about taking your time, being slow. So I want to get to my spot, yeah, that I want to plumb it up at. I'm going to hold it, keep it still. You know what I mean? I want to see that my rig's nice and still and I can lower it down nice and straight. Obviously, I plumb this so I know what I'm going to find, but I want a nice straight rig. Yeah, so I'll lift it, hold it, drop it in again. Lift it, move it, pause it, drop it in again. You can see what's going on because your rig is straight. There's no, if you rush about and bounce all over the place really quick, you're always plumbing up at an angle and it's just messy. Last thing I want. So, identify my peg. Today, I'm going to pick, I'm not going too fussy on getting tight and all that. I'm just picking a generic space that I want to fish at. So I'm going to drop it here. That's what I'm trying to achieve. Yeah, it's that lovely, I think I was trying a bit closer to me. There, excuse me, is the middle of my body. That's what I'm trying to plumb to. There's a fish on the end of that. Get off. Middle of my body. Yeah, you see I plumbed up there, so I'm just onto my body, just slightly. That is the perfect location, what I'm trying to achieve, yeah? So I know that I've found that there. So I'm happy a little bit to begin with. The next thing I want to do is plumb up around it, see what's going on. Yeah, it's impossible that I'm going to put my rig on that exact spot every go. It ain't going to happen. Yeah, it's impossible. It's always going to go a few inches in either direction, whether I like it or not. So I want to have a little look and try and understand what's there. So I'm going to come back to me a little bit, have a drop. So it's nice, it's the same. Literally, yeah, a little bit of a stone there. See that comes up a little bit? That'll be on a little bit of a stone. See what's gone down again? So I can tell there's a stone there. So I want to avoid him, go just past. Yeah, it goes down nice. So that's definitely a little stone I'm fishing on. Well, there's a stone in my peg. See, I'm getting the same depth there. So I've got another little area. See, I'll get to here. There's another stone. It's just sitting off a little bit. So come away from that. So I know I've got a fairly clean peg. I've got a couple of stones here, but I can live with that. They're not big, nasty, horrible objects. They're not roots. And I'll also do that. I'll also lift my rig up and just give it a little swing about, just off bottom. I mean, works great in just identifying if there's any little tentacles sticking out, any sticks, any obstructions. I know everything's nice. So there you can see I've got a lovely little area to fish in, say, middle of my body. Yeah, so I release the pressure there. You can see my float stays there. It's shotted how I want it. It's not shotted to this, because then when I release the pressure, if I shot it to dead depth, there's dead depth there. If you release the pressure, it's all nasty. My float's trying to get pulled under. It's not going to be straight. It's not going to be stable. It's nasty. So middle of my body, just so I've got it there. Absolutely perfect. And then what I want to have a little look at is what the slope does. Yeah, just to see how the fish are going to come into my peg as well. Another big dictator, how the fish are going to move around. If there's a big flat there, then they'll come in from all sorts of horrible angles. I won't like it. Ideal world, I want a slope, which is what I've got today, which is really nice. So just by moving out 6 inches at a time, nice and straight, goes down a little bit, goes down a little bit more. So nice and gradual. Nice and gradual, just keeps on going. It's actually, and then I think around here, it's a bit more severe there. It goes down a bit quicker, you can see. But I don't need that with this rig. That's the next rig I'm going to do. But for finding that spot and understanding what's going on now, I know that I've got a little flat spot, this little flat spot at the top. A couple of stones there, I can deal with them. They're not too bad. On another day, I might even put my hand in and get rid of them. So if you're allowed, it was shallow enough, I might actually get up now, put my hand in, get rid of them bricks, stones, whatever they may be. Get them out the way. But I love that I've got a nice drop off. I know that it just drops off, so the fish are going to sneak up. I'm not going to see them, and my peg's going to be lovely. So that is pretty much margin covered, but I can't emphasize enough about holding it and lower it down nicely. So that one done. Next, I want to find a silt. That's the next thing I want to do with my peg. So margin rig covered, more than happy with him. All you have to do is click that little button with the notification sign on and subscribe to the Matrix channel, and that'll give you a chance of winning a day with yours truly. Best of luck to everyone. Next, I want to find a silty bit at the bottom of the slope. I mean, they're only the two areas. I'm not saying I'd fish over it. Definitely not at this time of year. But I still want to understand where it is. And it's really, 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 really simple to do. So I've already done it with this rig, so we're pretty much covered. I had marked it, but I forgot where I was going. But never mind. So I'm going to come back to this bit of the slope here, just so Adam can grab me. Yeah. You can see I'm still well on the slope there. Nice and hard bottom. I'm bouncing my plummet. I can feel it's really hard. Yeah, there's no, my plummet's not sinking into anything. I can almost feel it a bit stony there as well. Just feels dump, dump, dump. You know it's hard, but again, nice and vertical. So I'm going to move out another foot. See what it does there. Gets a little bit softer, but I'm still on a bit of a hard bottom, and see how it stays. I can whack it. Stays in the same place, bottom of the body. That's where I'd actually fish. Every time I whack my plummet in, it stays exactly the same. So I know the bottom's nice and hard there. That's where I'd want to fish. Yeah. However, if I move out to here, was it there? I hope it was. I've already checked this. No, in a little bit. No, in a little bit. I have done this once already. Just so you lot can see it. It's a bit deeper there, a bit of a hole. But yeah, just a fraction. So I've gone to there. That's now on the silt. So you can see I'm plumbed up there, dead depth, you'd sort of say. But if I lift that and whack it, yeah, it goes under. So there's definitely a bit of silt there. I don't know how much has that gone under? Oh, I'll tell you what, it went under an inch or two. Just go to a different point of it. You can see it's holding up there. Whack it again. Under. Yeah? So I know I'm fishing on silt there, not what I want to fish on this time of year. Yeah, they're going to kick that up. It's going to be really nasty. Let me just show you that one more time. So it's plumbed up there, dead depth. I'll just release it so you know I'm not cheating. I am a bit. Oh, I'm proper cheating because my float's overshotted there. But anyway, see it's loose. Yeah? As I say, if I whack it here, dump, it goes under. But it's tight, see? So it's sinking in that silt all the time. No good. Normally you get a few bubbles on it, but the silt's not too thick in here. So I want to avoid that. That's all I'm after, is identifying them areas where the squidgy nastiness is, not fishing on it, just coming up a little bit. Same again with them same steps, keeping it nice and straight. I don't know if you lot can see that carp that's about to eat me float, but there's one in the peg. And now that would be where I choose to fish. So I'd whiz back now, mark everything up, my far bank marker, on my pole, bloody blur, come up, set that just how I want it, and then I'm in the right spot all the time, plumbed up properly, middle of the body, my float, good to go.